My name is Julia Annis. I'm a Regents professor at the University of Arizona in the philosophy department, and I'm the first person in my family to go to university. I came here from the University of Oxford in 1986, and I've been here ever since. In ancient ethics, there's a common structure to the way people think. Within this structure, which is what we call virtue ethics or eudaimonism, there's very different theories. You see that it's a very fertile tradition, and it has not just these interesting ideas itself, but it has this interesting picture of a tradition that consists in always being in conversation with other philosophers. Philosophy is a continuing conversation, and so you can enter into it yourself by reading these texts and arguing with them. Over the years, my own research has focused on ancient ethics as opposed to other areas of ancient philosophy that I have worked in. And also, I've started working in contemporary virtue ethics, mainly because there turns out to be a strong connection between the two. So now I really work in two areas. I've just published a book on virtue and law in Plato, that's in Plato's later dialogues, and I'm working on a second book which is just on contemporary virtue ethics. This is my last book. It's on ancient philosophy, it's not purely on ethics. It's a study of Plato's later work, The Laws. I argue we should interpret it somewhat differently from the way that we have been doing. That Plato's doing a different thing, but he's using the same material that he used in the Republic. He's talking about a society in which people can live virtuously, can be good people, because he thinks only so will they live flourishing, happy lives. Over my career, I've taught over a quite big range of ancient philosophy. It's a huge area. It starts with pre-Socratics, as we call them, before Socrates. Socrates, Plato, Aristotle. Then the Hellenistics, as we call them, that is Epicurus, the Stoics, and the Skeptics. And then later ancient philosophy, the later Platonists and Neoplatonists. That's a huge range, and I don't teach all of it in one course. I teach parts of it at different times. That's a very hard question. There's a philosopher, Susan Wolf, who has worked on this, and she thinks it's when you're subjectively involved in work that's subjectively valuable. And I think that's basically right. I think people who teach philosophy, we're very lucky that we have a good chance of our work being meaningful. Meaning it has value, and we love it, or we wouldn't do it and get jobs in it. We wouldn't have used our brains to become lawyers or businessmen or something like that and made lots of money. It has value, it's meaningful, and you love it. And I feel fantastically lucky that at my age, I'm 72, I've had a job where I've been able to love my work and feel that it has value.